Ni hao, hello, and konnichiwa. Welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going on an adventure to China. If you've been following along on my YouTube channel for a little over a month, you would know that I am traveling across Asia for a month. I was just recently in Japan and now we are flying to China. I hope you guys enjoy. Stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe, like this video, and comment down below, would you ever go to China? Let's get into it, guys.
Our stories typically start with a plane ride. However, this story starts with me getting extremely nervous to go to China. So I'm a little bit nervous to go to China, but new adventures are always worth it. Today I found out that in China I can't use Google Maps, and Katie just told me that I also can't use Instagram, Snapchat, Google Translate, YouTube. What about
Go to Billy?
I'm a little nervous about getting from the Beijing airport to my hotel because I have no idea how to put the addresses in so that they go to the right place. It won't take the coordinates. So apparently on my ticket I messed up my first name and last name. They said it's okay, try harder next time. Maybe it will be a problem when I get there, but right now it's okay. Before I knew it, I landed in the Beijing airport, got a passport stamp. We got a stamp. And then I called my Didi driver, which is the Chinese Uber, and headed to hopefully my hotel.
What's up, guys? I'm in China. I really didn't think those words would ever come out of my mouth, but we made it. We're here. The hotel's cute. Bed is a little bit hard as a rock. This is the shower or like the bathroom area, but I'm not sharing a room. It's just me all by myself. I'm really excited and we got some adventures to do. I'm a little bit nervous, so I'm probably not gonna do anything like too crazy, but let's see like what we get up to. Wish me luck, guys. Going to breakfast. It's outside.
Usually coffee is my only breakfast, and I was ecstatic that they had some.
All right, we just had a little bit of breakfast, and honestly, the breakfast here was better than almost every breakfast I had in Japan. I got some dumplings, I got some soup, I got some freaking eggs and toast. Do you know how hard that is to get in Japan? I digress. Today, we are going on a day trip to Longqing Gorge. This place. Our driver is coming maybe in 45 minutes. Nobody here speaks English, so when I was talking to Katie, I was freaking out because I realized like my maps weren't gonna work, my Google Translate wasn't gonna work. As soon as I turned the Wi-Fi on, it stopped working. So maybe we'll do no Wi-Fi in China. Sorry, Mom.
Let's go! I had the best driver. He brought me snacks, he slowed down when I was recording, took pictures for me, and even taught me how to say Great Wall of China in Chinese. Wow. By the way, how insane is it to casually drive past the Great Wall of China? After like 2 hours of driving, we arrived at the Longqing Gorge. Bus ticket. Inside the dragon. So sunny. I got on a boat to take a tour of the Longqing Gorge, and people did not expect to see an American tourist there. The picture rumors are very true, but I will talk about that later. For now, enjoy this boat ride with me. car. The cable car is very nerve-wracking, but I don't know. It's gonna go to the top. I don't know where it's gonna go, and I don't know how long it's gonna take, but why not? You hear the mountains are big here, but you don't realize it until you're like up close, just how big and spacious they are. I don't think I've ever seen any mountains like this. I reached the top and went on a little adventure hike and ran into a tour group. Hi, 你好.
你好。
Oh,
你好。
picture?
你好。
Yeah, that. YouTube channel. 你好.
俄罗斯 English
Yeah, English.
맹고
America? Oh, thank you. This was extremely nerve-wracking for me. They were lining up to take pictures with me. And I believe that you should definitely learn a language before you go somewhere. And I am a hypocrite for that because I cannot speak Chinese. After I left, they even called me back and I felt so bad I couldn't talk to them. People keep asking me to take pictures. It's so funny. I asked her to take a picture on my phone, but she didn't take any. She just, I don't know. But it's very beautiful here. I went back down the cable car and I can't even make this up. The tour group was there, back for more pictures. Then I saw the most adorable cat, which is called Mao in Chinese, and I just thought that was the cutest thing. I had to tell you guys. I thought it was time to go home, but we were headed to a second location, the Guyaju Caves. I am at the next location, the Guyaju Caves, Chaoyong Caves. A little bit of a hike. I've walked like 5 minutes. I'm already tired. But they have these caves dug out. That one has a Buddha in it. These are essentially ancient Chinese houses. I feel like an archaeologist right now. I think I made it to the top. I'm proud of that. It's crazy to just be like standing in front of history, looking out like that. When you look like at things far away, you can definitely tell like why people say it's so polluted in China. Everything looks so foggy, even though it's close by. This is really beautiful, this cave and this hike. And the other part was cute too, but this feels like more intimate, I guess. I really like it. Reflection time. And then I left the caves and drove about 2 hours back to the center of Beijing. All right, that was one of the best It wasn't really a tour because I got to do it by myself, which I was really happy with. The driver was so nice and helping me figure out WeChat, helping me figure out like how to do things and answer my questions. So I'm really glad that I booked that like my first day in China because that was super helpful. It's almost 5:30. I am starving. Now I'm gonna go find somewhere to eat. I think we're gonna try duck. It's like Beijing specialty. I think I like duck. So let's figure it out. I was a little bit surprised, but authentic Chinese food is way different than American Chinese food.
That's so good.
I'm a little lost and a little nervous because I don't know how to work the maps. I have like 3 different ones. Can't work any of them. It's still early though, so I'm just walking around, I guess. I learned very quickly that the preferred mode of transportation is bicycle or moped, and anyone riding one will not stop for anything. All right, I bought 2 snacks to try. I can't read any of them, but I'm hoping these are like those hazelnut wafers. I don't know if you've ever seen them. Then I got Chinese bear paw ice cream. And earlier today, I saw these like polar bears at the Longqing Gorge, and I was like, are these the Coke polar bears or like what's going on here? So I'm wondering if this is that polar bear. This guy right here and his family. Not my favorite. It's like a mix of ice cream and popsicle. Not bad. Alright guys, that is it for this YouTube video. I really hope you enjoyed my first day in China. I was so nervous. As always, make sure you leave a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys next Sunday. Shane.